Hello traders, my name is Rudy and I'm a trader of binary options. Today I will show a strategy which helps you to boost your deposit. So let's start setting up our trading strategy. To begin with, I will add two indicators to our chart. There is Williams percentage and rate of change indicator. Next, I will proceed to their configuration. At Williams percentage range, we set the lane to 14. Also, we set the upper line -20, the lower line -80. At the rate of change indicator, we set the period to 9. So, the essence of the strategy is as follows. To begin with, we look at the Williams percentage range indicator. If the indicator line is above the -20 level, there is, in the overbought zone, we look at the rate of change indicator. If at this moment the indicator line is also above 0.05%, we are waiting for the rate of change indicator line to cross the zero line from top to bottom. And at the moment of crossing here, we open a deal for a decrease of 2 minutes, the same thing. When we see that on the Williams percentage range indicator, the indicator line in the oversold zone, there is below the -80 level, we look at the rate of the change indicator. If at the same moment the indicator line is below the -0.05% level, then we are waiting for the rate of change indicator line to cross at the zero line from bottom to top. And at this moment, at the intersection, we open a deal for an increase of 2 minutes. So, for trading on this strategy, I will add to our chart currently pairs that have a payout of more than 70%. Why exactly about 70%? Because we are accelerating our deposit from $1, and for such acceleration we need to comply with risk management. And if our payout is below 70%, then our risk will be much higher than our potential profit. It's for this reason that I will trade on currently pairs that have a payout above 70%. So I have added currency pairs. And now I'm starting a trade session and looking for a suitable opportunity to enter a position. So here I opened a short position. Let's figure out why I did it. Everything is very simple. I followed our trading plan. I saw that on the Williams percentage rate indicator, we have an indicator line above -80. which means that the price was in the overbought zone. After that, I paid attention to the rate of change indicator. At the same time, on the rate of change indicator, the indicator line was above the -0 level, above the 0.05% level. After that, I saw intersection of the rate of change indicator line of the zero line from top to bottom and opened a downgrade trade for 2 minutes. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, our first deal was a plus. I will leave the price of the next deal at $1 so that with a negative deal we can continue our acceleration. We look further. So here I also opened a deal for a raise. Let's consider why I did it. As you can see, the line of the Williams percentage range indicator was in the oversold zone, below the -80 level. At the same time, the rate of change indicator line was below -0.05%. After that, I saw the intersection of the rate of change indicator line in the central line with a zero value. This is a buy signal. That's why I opened the promotion deal here. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, as you will see, we got a great price reaction from our entry and our second deal also went into the plus. I can already set the price of the third transaction at $2. We look further. So here I open a position for a decrease because on the Williams percentage range indicator the price won the overbought zone above the -20 level, after which on the rate of change indicator I saw that the indicator line at the moment was above the value of 105, and then I saw the intersection of the rate of change indicator line of the zero line from top to bottom. It was a sell signal. So here I open a 2-minute drop deal. We are waiting for the completion of this transaction. Great, our third deal is also a plus. I can already set the price of the fourth transaction at $4. We look further. So in this example, we see that on the Williams percentage rate indicator, the price was in the overbought zone, above the -20 value. After that, I looked at the rate of change indicator, and the indicator line was higher than 0.05%. And then I also saw the intersection of the rate of change indicator line from the zero line from top to bottom. It was a sell signal, so here we open a 2-minute drop deal. We are waiting for the completion of this transaction. Great, our fourth deal also went into the plus. I can already set the price of the fifth transaction at $5. We look further. So here I have opened a position for promotion. Why? Because as we can see on the Williams percentage rate indicator, the price was in the oversold zone. There is below the -80 value. At the same time, on the rate of change indicator, the indicator line was below -0.05%, after which we saw the price move in upward direction and cross the line of the rate of change indicator, the zero line from bottom to top. It was a buy signal, so here I open a deal to increase by 2 minutes. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, our fifth deal has already turned into a plus. I can already set the price of the next transaction at $9. We look further. So here I decided that I can open a position for an increase. Also, we were a little late entering the trading strategy post, but I awesome that the price will continue to go in upward direction. So here we also saw that the price was in the oversold zone below the -80 level. And also at this moment on the rate of change indicator, the price was significantly below the -0.05% level. After that, we saw the intersection of the zero line on the rate of change indicator from bottom up on this candle. And actually, it wasn't so late that I opened a deal for an increase on this candle. And I think that the price will continue to go in upward direction. Why? Because on the rate of change indicator, we were significantly lower than -0.05%, which allows me to calculate that the momentum of the price movement will be much higher. That's why I open a deal here. Great, our sixth deal has also gone into the plus. I will sell the price of the next transaction at $60. I also want to slightly edit our trading pairs in order to continue to comply with risk management. So we see more than 70% here, and here also here, and here we will remove their trading pairs because here below 70% we look further. So here I also saw a good opportunity to open a deal for an increase in our trading strategy. As you can see, on the Williams percentage rate indicator, the indicator line was below -80, the risk in the oversold zone, and at the same moment, on the rate of change indicator, the indicator line was significantly below the -0.05% level. Well, after that, we saw the entry into the deal at the intersection of the rate of change indicator line in the zero line from bottom to top. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, and another one of our deals also went into the plus. I will set the price of the next transaction at $28. We look further. So in this example, we see that on the willingness percentage range indicator, the price has been in the oversold zone for a long time, below the -80 value. And also on the rate of change indicator, all this time we were also well below the -0.05 level. And here I saw the intersection of the zero line with the rate of change indicator from the bottom up, which allowed me to open a deal to increase. We are waiting for the completion of this transaction. Great, even in the last seconds, but our deal also came for as a plus. Well, our deposit is already more than $50, so I will set the price of the next transaction at $50. We look further. So in this example, we see that all our signals to open a deal for an increase have converged, and we see the zero line crossing from the bottom up with the rate of change indicator, which allowed me to open this deal for an increase. Now we are waiting for its completion. Great, and another deal also went into the plus. Well, our deposit is already more than $100, so I will put up $100 for the next deal. We look further. So here I saw a great opportunity to open a position for promotion. As you can see, all our signals indicated exactly the opening of such a deal. Now we are waiting for the completion of this transaction. Great, another one of our deals also went into the plus. Since we have already received 3, 6, 9 and 10 deals in plus. I will leave the transaction price at $100. Why? Because it's necessary to complete with risk management. And if our deal goes into negative territory, we need funds to increase it by 2 times. Recap and earn according to the martingale system. Therefore, for the time being, I will leave the transaction price at $100. We look further. So, as you can see, everything here indicated that it was necessary to open a position for a decrease, which I did. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. deal is also a plus. I will also leave the price of the next deal at $100 because if our deal goes into a negative, then we will have $188 left. I need 200 left, so for the martingale system, I leave the transaction price at $100. And therefore, in order to trade using the martingale system and comply with risk management, I will also leave the next trade at the price of $100. We look further. So great! I immediately found a good opportunity to open a position for promotion. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, and another one of our deals went into the plus. I will set the price of the next transaction at $120. In the case of a negative transaction, we will have the opportunity to double the price according to the martingale system and buy a negative transaction as well as earn on top. We look further. So here I also saw a great opportunity to open a position. As you can see, all the signals indicated the opening for a trade and a decrease, which I did. Now we are waiting of the end of this transaction. Great, even in the last seconds, but our next deal also went into the plus. Reaching for the next deal, I can safely put up $150. We look further. So in this example, we also see an excellent opportunity to open a deal for an increase. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. another one of our deals has gone into the plus. I can safely set the price of the next transaction at $200. We look further. So, as we can see, here is also a great opportunity to enter a position. Yes, after crossing the zero line with the rate of change indicator, the price gave a small reaction. But still here I see the intersection of the zero line, thanks to which I was able to open this deal. Even more profitable than opening here. We are waiting for the completion of this transaction. Great, after opening the deal, we got an excellent good price reaction, which is exactly what I expected to see here. I will set the price of the next transaction at $250. We look further. So in this example, we also see an excellent opportunity to open a position for an increase after the rate of change indicator has crossed the zero line from the bottom up. Now we are waiting for the end of this transaction. Great, and our next deal also went into the plus. As you can see, we have dispersed our deposit from $1 to 1,000. Without receipt is a signal minus, and all thanks to my top binary options trading strategy. Also, as you may remember, after $100 deal, I decided to use the martingale system, because this trading strategy doesn't have 100% win rate in a distance. Thank you all for watching and see you soon. And subscribe to my channel on YouTube and Telegram. Bye bye!